Θέλεις μάτια μου, τρελό από αγάπη. Θέλεις να κλέβεις τα φιλιά, θέλεις να παίρνεις κάτι. Θέλεις να κλέβεις τα φιλιά, θέλεις να παίρνεις κάτι. Ο παράνομος δεσμός όλα τα αντέχει, σαν μια νύχτα που ξημέρωμα δεν έχει. Ο παράνομος δεσμός όλα τα αντέχει, κι η αλήθεια το ψέμα πως απέχει. Τρελό με θέλεις μάτια μου, τρελό με παραισθήσεις. Σ' αρέσει την αγάπη μας, να ζεις με ψευδαισθήσεις. Σ' αρέσει την αγάπη μας, να ζεις με ψευδαισθήσεις. Ο παράνομος δεσμός όλα τα δέχει, σαν μια νύχτα που ξημέρωμα δεν έχει. Ο παράνομος δεσμός όλα τα απέχει, η αλήθεια απ' το ψέμα πόσο απέχει. Ο παράνομος δεσμός όλα τα απέχει, σαν μια νύχτα που ξημέρωμα δεν έχει. Ο παράνομος δεσμός όλα τα απέχει, η αλήθεια απ' το ψέμα πόσο απέχει.
Δεν με ενδιαφέρει που γυρνάει, αν κάποιον άλλον αγαπάει. Δεν με ενδιαφέρει αν με θυμάται ή αν με ξέχασε, εκείνη έχασε. Δεν με ενδιαφέρει πως περνάει, αν κλαίει τώρα ή αν γελάει. Εκείνη διάλεξε το δρόμο της και μ' άφησε, τώρα μετανιώσε. Κι αν λέει πως μ' αγαπάει ακόμη, έχει τελειώσει η ιστορία και δεν μου φτάνει μια συγγνώμη για να μ' αλλάξει την πορεία. Κι αν λέει πως μοιάζεται για μένα όταν πονούσα που είχε πάει, δεν έχω μάθει να ξεχνάω, δεν έχει μάθει να αγαπάει. Η φωτιά της δεν με καίει, δεν ξέρω αν φταίω ή αν φταίει. Ξέρω μονάχα απ' τους δυο μας ποιος δεν άντεξε, αυτή το διάλεξε. Δεν ξέρω αν είναι δυνατός, ο πόνος ήταν αρκετός για να πετάξω και τα πράγματα που μ' άφησε, τώρα μετανιώσε. Κι αν λέει πως μ' αγαπάει ακόμη, έχει τελειώσει η ιστορία και δεν μου φτάνει μια συγγνώμη για να μ' αλλάξει την πορεία. Κι αν λέει πως μοιάζεται για μένα όταν πονούσα που είχε πάει, δεν έχω μάθει να ξεχνάω, δεν έχει μάθει να αγαπάει. Πως μ' αγαπάει ακόμη, έχει τελειώσει η ιστορία και δεν μου φτάνει μια συγγνώμη για να μ' αλλάξει την πορεία. Κι αν λέει πως μοιάζεται για μένα όταν πονούσα που είχε πάει, δεν έχω μάθει να ξεχνάω, δεν έχει μάθει να αγαπάει. Κι αν λέει πως μ' αγαπάει ακόμη, έχει τελειώσει η ιστορία και δεν μου φτάνει μια συγγνώμη.
Gelukkig ben ik er goed te eentje hebben. Oh yeah! Ik word een record uitgevestigd.
τις δίκες μου. Όλες τις νιώθω στο κορμί που ζεις εσύ.
The ruins of an ancient site called Butrint, which is a World Heritage Site protected by UNESCO, and I think a very interesting place to be visited. After the visit to the ruins, we'll come back in the town where we have lunch in the same restaurant where we are going now. Lunch is served in a buffet, so you can choose from the buffet. After lunch, we'll go together to see Blue Eye Springs, which is a very nice area with a lot of springs, water coming from underground. The best spring there is called Blue Eye. Very nice. Then we come back to the town. If we have time, we'll have a stop in the town about half an hour. Let's see, according to the time we finish everything, to walk in the promenade or enjoy buying some souvenirs here. Wherever you go to buy something, they take euros. So don't worry about changing money. We have our money called lek, our currency, which is €1 equal to 139.40 euros change sometimes. 139 euros. But they take, as I mentioned, euros every day, so you don't need to change money. You have to pay for the drinks. So lunch is included if you have booked the excursion. So you have to pay only for the drinks during the lunch or wherever you go. On our way going to the ruins and back, I'll try to tell you about the history of the country, geography, religion, language, and if you have any questions, you're welcome. I'll try to answer. So enjoy your day here, and thank you for coming. Thank you. To live and work in the towns and cities in the country. So many people are now going to live and work in the capital in Tirana. Also in some other big towns or cities, as we say here, like Shkodra, which is in the northwest, Durrës, the biggest port by the capital there, Elbasani, Fier, Vlora in the southwest, Angelokastro in the south, etc. So many people are now going to live and work in towns and cities for a better life. Or they can find a job. It's easy for them to earn a living there. Generally speaking, Albania is a mountainous country because 2/3 of its territory are mountains and hills. The flat area, the fields, are in the western part of it. And we've got different climate in different parts of the country. So here in the south we have a typical Mediterranean climate, subtropical climate with warm summers and not very cold winters. So it is hot here in the area in the south and not very cold in winter. It even doesn't freeze here. Hardly ever you see snow at the tops of the mountains. But as you go further inland, about 70-80 kilometers far from here, they've got a continental climate there with cold winters, snows a lot in the northeast, and there are mountains there always covered with snow in winter time, the Albanian Alps. The highest mountain is in the northeast, called Korabin Mountain. It is 2,751 meters high. Then we have also long rivers in the country like Vjosa, Teni, Bruna, where they have built some hydropower plants to provide electricity from them. In the meantime, we have approached the lake. You see the lake on the left now, which is called Butrint Lake. It's got the name of the ancient city as it goes almost all around it. It is a saltwater lake, a lagoon, the sea entering the land, linked with the sea by a natural channel. We'll find the channel later. And the concrete frames you see on the lake now are mussel farms. So they farm mussels in the lake. They were built as a state farm about 50 years ago. Still the mussel beds are in use. They are still state property. Individuals rent them to farm mussels for local needs. They start harvesting the mussels during April until the end of August. That is the season when you can eat the mussels. We are now to a very narrow strip of land separating the lake from the sea on the right, the Ionian Sea on the right. There is a small beautiful beach down there. We are driving along the peninsula called Ksamili Peninsula. At the top of the hill up on the right there is a monastery there, a medieval monastery of St. George, 15th century. And a small church with some frescoes, wall paintings up there. So the peninsula is named Ksamili Peninsula. explaining this word from the Greek language, it means 6 miles. So the end of the peninsula, Butrint town, is about 6 miles opposite Corfu port. And I think the people who built Butrint there were clever because it was easy for them to defend the town, naturally defended almost surrounded by water. The lake is not very deep, about 20-25 meters deep. Different kinds of fish grow there, like codfish, mullet, red mullet, yellow eels, etc. The park of Butrint includes 86 hectares area, and Butrint ruins take 20 hectares of the park. Interesting and special about Butrint is that archaeologists have found evidence there from 4 main civilizations, from the Hellenistic period, Roman, Byzantine, and Venetian. Every summer, some other archaeologists are still working in Butrint because more than half of the territory of Butrint, about 65% of its surface, is not yet excavated. So every time they work here, they work here about 2 months per year in June and July. And also now I think archaeologists are still working, even today I think, to Butrint. So everywhere they work, they're working in Butrint, they find things there. Everything is collected and shown in the museum of the town, which was reconstructed 8 years ago, and it is now a small but very interesting museum with all the findings there. Excavation started in Butrint in year 1928. It was an Italian archaeological mission who were the first who started excavating there, because the leader of Italy at that time, Mussolini, was interested about the Romans in the area. He sent one of the best archaeologists in Italy, Ugolini, together with his mission, and they started working in Foinike. Foinike was the capital of Epirus. It is about 7 kilometers far from Saranda town. They found in Foinike a very big amphitheater with seats for more than 10,000 people, but at the same time Ugolini was looking for Butrint. He knew about Butrint, he had read about the origin of the foundation of it, so when he found Butrint, he left Foinike and they came here in year 1928 and worked until year 1941, finding most of the ruins you see today in Butrint. And among the statues they found there was the head of Apollo, which is the best found there. Sent as a present to Mussolini, and it was brought back again in Albania, later in years 1960. Now it is in the National Museum in the capital in Tirana. Very nice head, nice statue, marble one.
Разноцветные цветы. Так что перед вами сейчас открывается прекрасный вид этого древнего города, который думается, что открыт еще в VI веке до нашей эры. И посещают здесь много туристов из всех стран мира. И я довольна, что сегодня с вами посещаю этот город.
On the right, down on the right, is the channel that links the lake with the sea, a natural channel called Vivari Channel, about 3 kilometers long and about 7-8 meters deep, a navigable channel. There are castles in the area. There is one found on the right at the other side of the channel. There is also a ferry there, wooden ferry, which takes cars from one side of the channel to the other. Ahead of us is the Venetian castle of Butrint town. That's where we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now near the gate of Butrint. We have to walk together about 1 hour and a half visiting the ruins. We have sometimes to go up steps, down steps, so if it is difficult for anybody to climb them, they can visit the flat area in the town, and most of the ruins are in the flat part of it. Then they can come back the same way to the bar if they like to have a drink. On the right there was a bar at the right side of the road, and the bus will be somewhere here. So don't forget to take your hat, sunglasses, any bottle of water you have with you, and we'll be together for about 1 hour and a half visiting the ruins there. I'll be the guide for the English-speaking group also here in the ruins. So here we are. Thank you.
Mos jam e si ta më.
Isha me sokon Vellezerit.
Jam në atë vime këto se në
Ora 11 e natës, a 12 që vinin krusit nga Butrint, që jep në koncert e vinin në Saranda. Ata të të krish në këmë që në vajza balerit të të treshin në këmë, dhe ju të të shatore së më do binit.
po që nga keqe.
Të trash njërës, e ke parasysh, i thash një ditë, i thash në sajta nësë për të se të të ashtë të ashtë që më këtë për të rëdobjet, nësë më thosh se janë dhe të finë shumë. Që shumë e keqe atërë.
We are now driving through the forest. You have on the right a small lake here, which is created by the waters of the Blue Eye Springs. So we are driving through trees. This is a green area, all of this. And as I mentioned, there are 18 springs in this area. The main one is the Blue Eye Springs. All the waters in the area is coming from a mountain here called the White Mountain, which is about 900 meters above the sea level. And it snows during winter there. So all the waters of the rain and the snow is collected, and it comes from underground here in Blue Eye Springs. The Blue Eye Spring, which looks like a blue eye because of the depth of it, is about 25 meters deep. Water is coming from underground, and it was about 6 years ago when it was blocked, the spring. The divers tried to clean it, to take away all the stone and soil which had blocked the spring. They tried hard, and at last it was free, but they couldn't find the bottom. It was as deep as they couldn't find the bottom there. More than 25 meters deep. There is a legend about the Blue Eye Spring. Once the spring was blocked by the Kerkyra, which was a monster, Kerkyra. It blocked the spring, and so the peasants, the people of the village near here, couldn't take water from the spring. They tried hard, but they couldn't. Let it free. And what did the shepherd do? He said that he would tip the Kerkyra with a donkey, and he loaded the donkey with tinder and lighted the tinder from inside there. So the Kerkyra ate the donkey with the tinder, and it exploded, and so then the spring was free. Yes. The peasants couldn't fill water from the springs there. Well, we'll have there about more than half an hour, I think 40 minutes. We'll see, we'll be together there if you need to enjoy the view, if you like to have any drink there. There are bars there. So we'll be together and see when we leave from there. Enjoy your time there.
Сейчас мы приближались здесь в Синий глаз. Мы побываем здесь 1,5 часа. Здесь говорится, что вся местность, вы смотрите, что все зеленеет здесь, много воды, и вода истекает из горы, которая напротив нас. Это приблизительно 90 метров, и здесь много растений, и говорится, что здесь, и на самом деле здесь есть 18 источников воды, но самый красивый это источник синего глаза, который мы посмотрим сейчас.
Είστε η κορίτσι. Έναν πρέρο. Έμπρα. Ένα πρέρο.
Κι από όσα ήθελα είχα πάντα τα μισά. Κι είχα χρόνια να πάρω στα στήθια, μέσα μου ένιωθα ένα κενό. Στη ζωή μου όμως ήρθες και βρήκα του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Κι είχα χρόνια να πάρω στα στήθια, μέσα μου ένιωθα ένα κενό. Στη ζωή μου όμως ήρθες και βρήκα του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Δεν μου συνέβη κάτι το μοναδικό. Μα ήρθες κι ανέτρεψες τα πάντα στο λεπτό. Στο λεπτό. Κι είχα χρόνια να πάρω στα στήθια, μέσα μου ένιωθα ένα κενό. Στη ζωή μου όμως ήρθες και βρήκα του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Είχα χρόνια να πάρω στα στήθια, μέσα μου ένιωθα ένα κενό. Στη ζωή μου όμως ήρθες και βρήκα του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Στα στήθια, μέσα μου ένιωθα ένα κενό. Στη ζωή μου όμως ήρθες και βρήκα του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό. Του εαυτού μου το άλλο μισό. Εσύ σ' αυτό, εσύ σ' αυτό.
Да те не на бялото е направи, виж къде
ето кажи това.
Пуснал малко за хлеба.
Ей, колко риби излезе. Планца има и от тия шарните на рейка.
Виж ма голям.
Ей, само не.
Опашката от твоята. Малко съм равнина само.
Там, ляво или дясно?